I don't know. Maybe I should just play XCR for a bit. Oh. Dragon Ball Fighters stream win? I don't personally enjoy Dragon Ball Fighters as much as I thought I would. It's more so just like as the game has developed, like in the meta and stuff. It's a lot more set play than I was hoping. Like, in my opinion, Fighters is almost just as bad as set play as Under Night and Birth. You're getting ignored again? Well, I've already mentioned, Zeno, that it's like you would have to find a game that we both play, and you haven't mentioned anything that I've seen. Because it's like you can't just teach someone to play all fighting games, because every fighting game has like differences in how they get played and all the different concepts. Fighting games aren't something that's very easy to pick up either like that. So it's, you actually do have to find a game to learn. It's not like you can sit down and learn like the history of Street Fighter and help out. Like as a beginner, no, I know, I understand. Like you don't learn to play fighting games as a whole. You learn to play one game and then you take your experience from that game to another game. And there's no bad game to start with, right? You can start with anything, but you have to find a game, you know? Fighting games aren't like MOBAs where you can just sit down and teach someone to play like the MOBA genre, because fighting games are too diverse, so to speak, in how they're played and such. Set play is kind of a staple in most fighting games, at least aspects of it. Yeah, and I don't mind there being a little bit of set play. In fact, I think every game should have a set play character, so to speak. My problem is just Dragon Ball FighterZ seemed like it ended up being like almost entirely set play. Is there any MOBA I like at the moment? I haven't played MOBAs in a while. So like, for instance, I know if you said like, when Guilty Gear comes out, I want to learn to play Guilty Gear. I will be playing Guilty Gear anyways. That would be a great game, you know? If you said like, you want to just sit down and kind of just learn the concepts of Tough Love Arena, so to speak, that would be fine too, because probably be playing that. Because I can't teach you a game that I don't know. But the problem with fighting games is because of the way they are, you can't just teach someone like concepts of fighting games, because in every game, concepts don't apply. Not only that, but you can even take it a step further and say that in every game, concepts are different, because the idea of a fuzzy in fighting games is different depending on which game you go to. Fuzzy is sometimes in certain games an offensive option, and in other times it's a defensive option. And in some games, it's an everything option. You know? It's very odd. Most fighting games anymore have really good content creators and guides. I think there's a lot of people that are really good at making content for fighting games. The problem is mostly just... honestly, I'd say the barrier of entry. It's really hard for a brand new person to get into fighting games. For the same reason I'm kind of trying to purvey that it's like... it's hard to explain to someone like how to play fighting games, because of a lot of it is just like... I don't know. You can't even say that a lot of it's like neutral. A lot of it is just like learning how to play in a way. I don't know. What's going on? How bad for you? You're gonna have to ult away, because I've moved faster than you. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this kill. Take your shit and just move to safety.
Survivor has been eliminated.
No one to cry for after you're gone.
Luva. I missed my cue. Give me this.
Only live once anyway. Don't waste your time in the hospital. This mud ain't so good for my tires.
Hearthstone was still best chess game. I really like auto battlers, actually. I was really big into TFT before I started playing this. I just didn't really like this set. I've been questioning if I want to try the 0.5 set because it may have resolved some of the issues I didn't like about the meta. I like Hearthstone Battlegrounds. That's pretty fun. I liked Go to Auto Chess a lot.
This mud ain't so good for my tires. Whatever it is, I'll take it.
This is risky because someone's actually here. But you did not like the bullshit income mechanic of hoarding money? I mean, I kind of like the concept of the economy in it because it allows different styles of play. At a beginner level, it feels like there's only one way to play, where it's like, oh, you just have to save up to 50, but there's different times you want to spend your money and when you want to save it. There's different concepts of when what is good.
Magnus is coming. When I drink this water, just a few stitches and you're back on the road. No problem.
This is a good area. And it's that diversity of like playstyle that made me like it. The problem, and that's kind of my issue with the current meta, where it's like it doesn't feel like there's a bunch of diversity because you're in this bush. Hi. I missed. Okay.
It's the law of the jungle.
Oh, hold on.
And scavenging. Everyone dreams about being a hero.
A new area has been restricted.
It's the law of the jungle. Pillaging and
A survivor has been eliminated.
Curious what you disliked about Face for 4.0. The problem was, okay, so I didn't like Rebels, right? In 3. I did not. It felt unfun to me because the problem was it was basically just like mash as many of the one trait as possible into one comp. And that was okay because it's only one comp that really plays that way. Dark Stars was kind of the same way. But I liked the flavor of Dark Stars more so, right? So that one was more of the exception rather than the rule.
Survivor has been eliminated.
Now the problem with Fates is there's a lot of that. There's a lot of comps that play that exact same way where you just mash as much of the same, like, possible fucking trait as possible, right? You have Woodlands, you have Divines, you have Duelists, you have, fucking, there was even a point where 9 Brawlers was really good. You have Dusk, but Dusk is small, so it's not as bad, but there's Cultists, right? So it's like, it felt like they took my problem with Rebels and just, like, expounded on it to the point where there was nothing else I could, like, I had very little I could actually play that I enjoyed because I liked the idea of having like a small set of like units. Like you build your front line and then you build your carries and they're interchangeable on what you're actually playing. I like it when those are niche comps. Exactly, and now it feels like they're everywhere, so it's kind of hard to get away from that. And that was kind of my issue with it, you know? I dislike having to go 9 cultists. I like the idea of having to go 4 cultists and then 2 of something and 2 of something else, you know? That's interesting to me because then it becomes like a, okay, what am I teching in? What did I get here? Oh, I got 2-star Jin early. Maybe I want to go 2 sharpshooters because that feels really good. I quit because I hate the concept of 1-cost carries. I like the concept of 1-cost carries when they're only able to carry at level 3, when they're like maxed out with perfect items.
Everyone dreams about being a hero.
A 2-star, 1-star, a 2-star level 1 carry should never be able to just like actually win the game, in my opinion. Unless it's like a really high roll game, because at that point, it's legendaries winning the game, not your carry. You know, that concept. I actually enjoyed 3 more than I enjoyed 3.5, but a lot of that has to do with the fact that I was, towards the end of it, I was playing a build where I was cycling between my carries being Kale, Jin, and Jinx, depending on what I rolled. It all depended on my items, more so than anything else. And Kale carry was really fun for me. I loved it a lot. And then they removed Kale carry, and that kind of like play style was kind of rough.
Survivor has been eliminated.
Was it just that one specific set? It was that one specific set. I've been playing since set 1, but I didn't start playing a lot till set 2. What do I play off stream at the moment? So lately it's been changing a lot. I've been playing Maple Story, but I'm about to stop that because I'm getting frustrated with boss drops. And that one's just like a side thing to pass time anyways. I've started playing Hunt Showdown with Texty lately because I wanted something new to do. And that's been fun. Outside of that, not much. Wasn't Goblin strength spread out across all the units? Goblins was fun back in the day, yeah. Things I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Monster Hunter Rise a lot. Actually, I really like Monster Hunter World. Can't tell if I love or hate Hunt Showdown. I'm in the middle myself, where it's like, it's fun, but I don't think it would ever be something I do nonstop. There's someone here. Okay. I ult away here because she ulted. Her ult's out, so now I can fight. Oh, what? Okay. I could have swore it was gone.
I will be dropped within the next minute.
Yeah, without her ult, I can fight her.
I'm finding items all day.
I definitely am thinking now that I heard the pop of her shield and for some reason thought it was her ultimate.
Something good.
I shouldn't have went back in. I could have died there for that. Hunt's cool, seems like a good idea, but I haven't tried it. It's one of those concepts where it's like the game's really hard, so because of that, it's very difficult to get new players in.
A survivor has been eliminated.
Preparation-based patience, yeah. I'm liking the PvP. I really don't care too much for the PvE, and for that reason, I'm thinking that I might like Tarkov, because I like the concept of like going in with nothing and trying to make money off a run. Oh my god. Get off of me.
A new area has been restricted.
Time to troll.
Zwanish? Thank you for the follow, man. Really appreciate it. I'm always into attrition games. Hunt could be really good for that. I always wanted to try playing Bandit / Cheapskate Filter in Hunt Showdown. The problem for me is that sometimes it doesn't feel like it's worth it, you know?
You only live once anyway.
Someone is making a new mighty quest for epic loot. What's that?
Look like I take beasts as opponents.
Mighty quest for epic loot was a flop? I feel like I'm out of the loop here. I don't know what that is. Is it a DRPG or ARPG?
Nice item in it, right?
Okay, I'm not thinking of a Diablo game. Competitive Diablo.
Within the next minute.
So it's more like Dungeon Master. Wow. I can't believe I missed that. Okay. I mean, I'm still down to fight this. Yeah, go ahead. Now I ult. As long as you don't have ult, I can win this fight, so it's a fine disengage for me. There he is. I don't think I can. Yeah, I'm just in too bad of a spot.
The law of the jungle.
Dressed up.
Pillaging and scavenging.
A new area has been restricted.
Get out of here. You only live once anyway. Don't waste your time in the hospital.
He actually left. That's very interesting. All right, let's go to Uptown because I need to make my accessory anyways.
A survivor has been eliminated.
Because we're at the point where magazine's not providing useful benefit anymore.
What? Look like I take beasts as opponents.
People raid your lair and you raid theirs. Huh. That would be kind of cool if you could pull it off, right?
I'm finding items all day.
Aw. That was a bad step.
What? Look like I take beasts as opponents. what's in here.
Get rid of that.
I'll take my
Oh, hell yeah, dude!
enough.
The air
All right.
supply will be dropped within the next minute.
Take my chances.
A survivor has been eliminated.
I think this was
I have to let her have it. I can't even stop moving. I'm dead if I stop. Monolith looks Garbo? I wouldn't know.
let's fill up and go.
Got pretty pay to play? Oof. That was Kiara. She just went to the right. Okay. I'm gonna head back down and go for those cameras. If he still has them, hopefully. Because we need good cameras. And then after that, I want to make my way to Forest. Seems like a better Clash Royale. I liked Clash Royale a lot too, actually. Okay, he doesn't. No cameras. Sad life. I think it was a little too hopeful of me to, like, get cameras for him.
What? Look like I take beast opponents.
Wasn't there a really old Robo anime girl that's getting relaunched? I have no clue on that.
These idiots.
Answer I, you got anything good? Not really. What's in here? What I want?
There's something inside.
Amazoness? I don't think I want Amazoness on this build. Though, no.
Are those fruits edible? Or will they make me sick? Whatever it is, I'll take it.
I can't go for the stun.
Let's see what's in here.
The air supply will be dropped within the next minute.
Fish this up.
I don't want to grill it. I'll just eat it fresh off the hook.
Minion Masters was good for a while. Now they're just doing the same thing over and over again. Oof. My favorite old game, by the way, that's now gone, is Blood Brothers. It was a gacha game, but I love the way they did it because there was player trading for units.
So bad. It's gonna be a nice item, right?
You're gonna have to jump to me if you want me.
I have to go like now.
Okay, now I just need to wait for my stun again.
Where are you?
I missed the stun.
A new area has been restricted.
Cross me. Road's a mess. Pieces here.
Wow. You gonna chase through restricted?
You should sleep with one eye open here.
A survivor has been eliminated.
That idiot gets caught on a trap.
Feels really rough because she's like actually got the perfect build to counter me. You can taste the balance? Yeah. Actually, both of them do. I don't think I win against either of these guys.
Let's fill up and go. Hey, you're hiding in here. Come on out.
Have to nerf all the food nerfs. Can't get their HP back? Yeah. And then after all the HP nerfs, they don't have high enough HP, so they can't build fucking, like, they have to build HP, and now they're not doing damage anymore because of that. Finding the Mithril Helm from the Yuki was actually really good. Do I want anything else from you?
The last restricted
Bucephalus
area
could be
will
really
designate
good.
within the next minute. The security console proximity area has been set as a safe zone temporarily.
How dare they? Stupid animals.
I don't know. Maybe not.
It's the law of the jungle. Pillaging and
I think someone's in that bush.
This'll hurt.
Yep. It's Kiara. Oh, Kiara in Final Zone really fucks me. Well, I'm gonna have to walk into this bush. Okay.
This'll hurt.
It's Dodga Roach fucking Magnus. Jesus. Though I've been pretty much roaching this entire game myself.
Okay, go. Try it.
Oh yeah, I love to see it.
Does it work if I just ignore it? Right in the middle of the target? This'll hurt.
3 final survivors remaining. Someone is consecutively eliminated.
I think I win here.
2 last survivors remaining.
Honestly.
Time to troll!
Where you go?
I need to get out of combat so I can put on my red shoes. And healing reduction? I already have healing reduction. It's in my weapon.
Up and go. Let's fill up and go.
The last restricted area has been designated. The security console proximity area has been set as a safe zone temporarily. The temporary safe zone will be deactivated.
His only chance is to time me out. And I know that.
Where you go? Uh-oh. Danger. This'll hurt a little. How dare you? Come on! How dare you? This'll hurt.
Someone is consecutively
There we go.
eliminating survivors. You've achieved victory.
Nobody can stop
Oh.
body.
This is one of the main counters to that style of play on Magnus. If Hammer of Dodga was in its old form, I could have possibly lost. And also he would have needed Laurel Wreath instead of this. Though, this probably helps him a lot, actually. But, it's really close. I shouldn't have to work that hard for a win.